Okay, control room. What do we have going on today?
Not a lot of people talk about lucid dreaming, but it's a very universal thing in the human experience.
Really? Not a lot of people talk about it. To the Google! I don't know, maybe there's a point to it. I mean, maybe less people are actually talking about it, more people are just writing bullshit books about it, but I don't know. Let's see what she has to say.
Now, when you're dreaming, the entire environment around you, from your surroundings to the people you interact with, are all a product of you.
That's right. So far, so good. A little bit more.
And your subconscious rules it all.
Control room, this one's not crazy. We're supposed to be getting some crazy going here.
Hair has extrasensory perception.
Um, um, what? I mean, off topic, but what the fuck was that?
Hair is growing on your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is your antennae. It's your antenna for connecting with the rest of the cosmos.
Uh, right level of crazy, wrong topic. Let's get back on the right topic. By the way, who the hell's running the control room anyway?
Hi there, guys.
Nah. So the only one in the control room that actually bothered to show up for fucking work today was a goat. When the fuck did we get a goat?
It's a wonderful way to learn about those underlying processes that are happening inside of you anyway, that you may have never been aware were there.
Fuck it, clip show. Let's pick one of these idiots and just lampoon them.
Just yell out stop when you need me to stop. The individual that put this video up, as you can see from the screen that we're starting off with, is apparently with NV2. Here to make life easier. Wealthybloggers.com. How nice. Anyway, let's get this shit stain started.
Okay.
Stop.
What is with the black plane?
I don't fucking know, man. I have no clue.
Oh, I know what it is. It's my explosive diarrhea.
I was gonna say, oh man, you just beat me to the punch on that one, dude.
Oh man.
Please go ahead.
How thematic.
Hi there, guys. I'm Ryan with Empowerment Network, and what I'm going to teach you today is an extremely cool skill. I'm going to teach you how to do something that most people would call supernatural. Okay, I'm going to teach you something which I think personally should be taught in schools.
Practice reality checks.
I think personally this should be taught instead of schools such as.
Yeah, when he makes that's what Fabio's explosive diarrhea sounds like.
Oh, okay.
There's an asshole.
Lesson we learn in school which we don't need to learn. Geography, we don't really need to learn that. However, it does come in handy if you're going to travel the world.
Yeah.
Or if you want to know like what's going on when you listen to the news.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. So apparently we should be learning
woo-woo horseshit
instead of, geography or
real subjects.
But learning French and Spanish while you're living in a country where you only speak English kind of doesn't make any sense. Anyway.
So let's not communicate with other people. Let's just fill ourselves with bullshit.
What's the difference between astral travel and astral projection? Astral projection is when you project only a small part of your consciousness outside of your body. This is cool because you can do a lot of things like possession. You can
It's really cool because you can do this.
Really cool. Does he think that movies are astral projection or something?
I personally find it very interesting that, that Shadow, you think that this is as woo as it is, because he's trying to differentiate astral projection versus astral traveling.
Right.
It really comes down to a form of meditation, which we both agree mindfulness meditation can be beneficial, not necessarily in the ways that he's saying.
No, it very definitely can. That's true. But in this case, he's claiming that you can project your consciousness and possess someone and look through their eyes.
Yeah, he's not talking about meditation.
You can see it in the eyes. It's in the eyes. You can see it.
That's what he said, though. Do I need to rewind?
The body. This is cool because you can do a lot of things like possession. You can see through other people's eyes, see what they're seeing. You can watch people all over the world. You can see what they're getting out to.
He's been watching the people across the way. Nobody seems to pull their blinds during a hot spell like this. He knows a lot about them by now. Too much, perhaps.
And you've got astral travel when you take your entire light body out of your body along with your consciousness and you travel different dimensions of space. Because this is why, okay, guys?
Okay, it sounds like he's talking about the internet.
Kind of, yeah.
You can talk to people in different places and you can look through their eyes or their cameras or whatever.
No offense, but this is standard woo, as far as I'm concerned. This is your standard woo right now.
Yeah.
Woo has been standardized?
Yeah, more or less. But the thing that's not standard, though, is the claim that you can possess other people. That's a little weird.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that one before.
So that means you could astrally project, possess somebody, commit a murder, and then go home, and they'd be blamed for the murder.
Well, he doesn't say that you can control them. He just says that you can perceive what they can perceive.
That is accurate. He doesn't claim that you can control them. It's a really weak possession. You can just look through other dimensions. I'm projecting
right now, and I'm seeing through his eyes, and all I can see is gay porn and crystals.
I would have thought it would be a mirror.
Gay porn with crystal dildos.
Ah, there we go. We have it.
Reality isn't just this material, dense world that you see before your own eyes. No, no, no. This is just another side of reality which vibrates from a different frequency which our bodies have to be created in order to experience this world.
Why did he touch his watch when he did that?
I don't know.
He was showing it was material.
The thing that made me laugh is that when he banged on the wall, which sounds like it's made of wood or something like that, he's like, you know, I've not gone mad yet, touch wood. Come in.
Okay, let's get through a bit.
Experience reality on this material plane of existence, you needed to create a body which manifested this physical appearance not only by your own mum and dad's genes but by your soul self, okay?
Just as a footnote, the appearance, I'm wondering if he should have spent more time paying attention to the English language classes.
Well, no, instead he took astral projection classes.
Oh, I'm guessing
totally,
so,
yeah. I thought of the same thing. Grammar class before the astral projection.
Jamie couldn't project into someone's mind who could speak English.
That would have been nice.
That's fucked up.
I love that one.
Interesting considering English is the only language he knows or wants to know because, you know, they're not really important.
Well, this is why I do clip shows, because people come up with shit I wouldn't have thought of.
Pop out your body, you will look slightly similar to what you look like today. Now I refrain after I teach you how to do this during this video, and if you're watching my other lessons on how to do other things such as astral projection when it's involved in these supernatural kind of things, I refrain to you not to look in the mirror when you're out your body.
I refrain to you. Anyway,
I would say don't look in the mirror when you're doing an astral projection because you might realise you look like a complete twat.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing about this is the way he phrases you know, you created your body and this and that. He kind of makes it sound like you, before you're born, created your body and it has nothing to do with genetics, but that's totally...
Well, he did say not only your mom and dad, but...
Yeah.
He qualified that statement. He did qualify that statement. In addition to, you know, gamete donors, there's this other thing that I'm going to make up and tell you.
Why? Because I've done this a few times and I've been shocked. There have been times where my head's been really long. There's been times where I look really flaccid and I just look...
Oh, wait, did he just say short and squat or flaccid?
So basically, what he's trying to say is, in almost every instance he's looked in the mirror, he looks like a dick.
Yeah!
Can you play that bit? Because that's just too much.
So my head's been really long.
My face is flaccid.
I look really flaccid and I just look really fat.
I feel exactly the same way about my cock, if that's any consolation.
I think I'm going to need to pull out that sound clip of just sometimes I feel really flaccid. Or look really flaccid, rather.
Sometimes I feel really long, and sometimes I feel really flaccid.
I feel flaccid, like...
And this is the guy that complained about people learning languages in school.
Right?
Start with English.
I'm laughing so much inside I may have to turn on the aircon.
Okay. Let's get back to fun guy here.
And times when my
I feel
eyes
like
have
a
rolled back
switch
into my head and gone all kinds of weird. Okay, so you wanna look out for that. You don't want to. After I teach you, don't look at mirrors. Just stay away from mirrors. What else? If you're a negative person, if you're a dark person, if you're
a really dark person, okay.
Next you'll be telling us he hears a lot of white noise.
I hope he meant it as a metaphor.
I think it's negative, dark, not.
Oh, okay.
suffer from some sort of mental disease where you're constantly putting yourself down, if you're a fear-based person where you're scared of everything, this isn't for you. Okay?
Alright, bye.
Do you imagine what a pillbox would make of this?
Ooh.
Oh, well, they had this before Noah's Ark, okay? Do your research. Do you think that people didn't know how to astral project?
So, really, what he's trying to say is astral projection, how to fuck up a conspiracy theorist.
It's more so how to fuck up a dream, apparently.
I think it's how to...
Yeah, but they can't tell dreams from reality
How to
anyway.
fuck up your school because you're just daydreaming through it.
Your mind goes, the energy flows. If you're a negative person and you want to pop out your body, you're going to go to negative places. You're going to go to realms that are very freaky, where there are things such as what people call demons, entities which literally feed off negative energy. Because you're a light source, you're an energy source. Whatever frequency you choose to decide to change your frequency to, other people can choose to feed off that if they eat.
Okay, whatever you decided to change your frequency to, so you can just be a different what?
If you're a negative person, you're going to end up in bad places where demons are. But so how is astral projection not for that? Like,
I found it funny when he said pop out of your body, which sounds like another erection joke. It only works if you are uncircumcised, though.
I don't know about you guys, but if you take the old astral projections out, and again, it's my personal experience, but I've known people which sells mushrooms, which they've been talking about their product exactly in the same way. Take astral projection away and replace it with shroom. It's the same fucking thing. Don't look in the mirror. Don't have negative thoughts because you're gonna freak out and you feel, flaccid. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, let's bounce forward a little bit because demons.
People can choose to feed off that if they eat that sort of energy, which most dark beings do, such as people often get confused with the Grim Reapers, but really they're not Grim Reapers, they're actually shadow people.
He just called you out, Shadow Heathen.
yeah, man. You gotta
Person. This is
And what's up with the plural version of Grim Reaper?
I don't know, man. Grim Reapers, but the funny thing is he goes from that to shadow people. And isn't that like one of these like ghost story kind of things? People that believe in like ghosts and spirits. This is totally different than, the typical.
I was so giving him way too much credit up front when he started talking about dimensions and this, that, and the other. Now he's talking about Grim Reapers and shadow people.
Yep.
I guess you didn't know.
And Heathen, shadow people is just code talk for black.
But he's this guy's and he's but.
That is some racist bullshit.
Hey, you said it, not us.
Okay, hang on.
Massive hoods, 8 to 7 feet tall. I've come across a couple of these guys, okay? I've actually walked into one of them doing his business. He was
Hang on.
Sorry. When he says he's just walked into a couple of 8-foot tall black hooded people. Is he Jason Burns with a confusion of height or something? I don't know.
Come on, guys. This is.
Fabio.
No, I mean, I think you're missing the point. I mean, this is so gay. I cannot believe.
Yeah,
I mean, first of all, he's talking about flaccid, and hard, long one, and then he's constantly reminding of black people. Now it's shadow people 8 feet tall. Come on, this guy is gay and on drugs. He's selling drugs for gay.
Wait, are you trying to tell us, Fabio? Are you trying to tell us that punching bag behind him is actually just a massive dildo?
You know what? I was saving the
Or it's
punching
not
bag for later.
It's lasted
I'm just waiting to the point up until he says, if you can feel something with astral projection, because that would mean that he's been projecting himself in that punching bag. But I was
You
saving the
feel it
punching
deep
bag for later.
inside you, like this punching bag, which is my butt plug.
Right, Christopher? Am I the only one which has noticed that it's a black punching bag?
Oh, there we
It's
go
about
back to
8
the
feet
black
tall.
thing.
Wow.
Okay,
Not only
now
that.
you're bag shaming.
Not only that, it's got one hell of a warranty on it because it says Everlast.
But
How
Mike,
many-
you're
how
right.
many-
It is 7 to 8 feet tall.
I never thought of that before.
That's what you walked
It's not really flaccid.
Yeah.
Everlast. Imagine the explosive diarrhea if that was your butt plug.
No, I don't want to. I really don't want to.
Metaphorical pup.
Well, hang on. Back to the pain here.
Such as people often get confused with the Grim Reapers, but really they're not Grim Reapers, they're actually shadow people. Massive hoods, 8 to 7 feet tall. I've come across a couple of these guys, okay? I've actually walked into one of them doing his business. He was over the top of this guy, if you can imagine.
We can't get past that without laughing. We just can't.
And he's doing his business.
Yeah.
Come across someone
guys,
doing this.
yeah.
I
Fabio.
think that's class.
No, it's okay. I mean, I was just saying, guys, I got shit to do tomorrow morning. We never get past this.
This guy's laying in his bed. I walk in on him. He's laying in his bed, and this shadow demon, this shadow entity is over the top of him, okay? And he's like sucking all the color of his body out of his soul.
Go ahead, laugh. Go ahead.
Okay.
It is racist, Astro. I don't understand anymore.
And not only
I tried that once.
this guy is clearly a burglar.
My God, it's sucking the color like the shadow, but they're shadow people, so they need color to stay shadowy. I don't know.
No. It's Joseph and the multicolored blowjob.
Okay.
It's the rainbow flag of shadow sucking colors.
I think his subconscious is trying to tell him something about himself with all the fucking rainbows.
Okay, so we leave him. Sorry, Cliff. We leave him sucking with the shadow entity sucking his friend on the bed dry.
Right. Sucking
This sounds like a burglar on mushrooms having a bad trip after breaking into someone's home, and then basically a hoodie is sucking off someone.
And still in the closet about being gay.
Yeah.
It was a party. There was some MDMA. They thought they'd experiment. That's it.
He's absorbing it, right? And I'm watching this, I'm thinking, I've just walked in on something that I probably shouldn't have walked in on, okay? So, anyway, this...
Oh, sorry.
Bring your mother teacher.
Shadow hoodie.
You always knock before you enter.
Right,
Yeah.
astral projecting.
Okay, continue.
This thing sees me, it looks at me, and it just runs out the door, okay? And it goes, poof, and it hits the side of the door, the whole house shakes, okay? It looks at me, and it moves from his bed to me in like over 2 seconds, okay? Then it...
Well, yeah, it's a small room,
Yeah, over 2 seconds.
Doesn't have a really good grasp on the English language, huh?
Clearly
it took
not.
over 2 seconds. That could mean 30 days.
I gotta know what happened next, you guys.
Turns out it was just long enough for the demon to come over and suck him dry as well before hitting the door.
Grabs me,
Okay,
and throws me through a wall, and I looked at him, I looked directly at his face, and now people say these guys don't have faces, but believe me, when you've got your hands around one of these things' throats, and you're looking at it this close into its eyes, what it looked like, it was like a corpse. It looked like it was made out of mud, but it was all cracked up, it had no eyes.
Did you hear that?
wait. He said they had he was looking into his eyes.
Yeah, see, it looked into his eyes, it didn't exist.
Do you think he's lying? Oh my God, I think we caught him in the lie.
He might be saying there was one eye, perhaps.
I'm sorry, I might be the only one listening here, but did it really, the fact of the eyes, that was the only thing which struck you guys as weird? No, because you haven't paid too much attention about that, let me tell you. I'm waiting. I mean, I'm waiting for the hookers to come in because we got the gay guy. I mean, the big black cock. The stuff. I'm waiting for the hookers. I mean, this is a porn movie. I think I saw that actually.
I'm here to fix your plumbing. I didn't order any pizza.
Come on, baby, mama.
I didn't order a flaccid penis. Oh, wait.
Old man, and he was extremely angry. I basically just looked at him and I said, "You don't have permission to be here because
You don't have permission to be here." And do you think he did?
the place he was in, basically there are loads of dimensions overlapping my dimension in my house, which means there are loads of other parallel universes where other people live in my house.
Okay, he lives in the TARDIS, doesn't he?
Oh, this is great.
Perhaps the retardus.
Basically, that's the reason. The reason my place is fucking messy is it's all the other dimensions. Because I clean my
Thank you,
dimensions.
Simon. I got my excuse.
No, the fun fact is that this is exactly the excuse that my kids used to use when they finished the toilet paper. It was another dimension. They came in and grabbed all the toilet paper. I didn't finish it.
Wow,
That's my fault. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to
Yeah.
come in here after I've used up all the toilet paper.
The thing that made me chuckle about it is he's been thrown through a wall, and he said, "I don't think he's supposed to be here, mate."
This guy's nightmare continuity sucks. Most people, when you hit
let's
that
see-
much
let's see what
continuity
else he has to
problems, when you hit those kind of continuity issues, most people would switch into lucid dreaming at that point and take control, but this guy apparently not.
I watched him attack another person in another dimension who was living in my house, basically. And I said, as the owner of this house, as the spiritual, astral traveler of this house, who goes through these dimensions of my house and of my area and other places outside my house, I said, you don't have permission to be here.
He doesn't live in his own house. He's just occupied one house, and there is other people coming back and forth and think there's our astral projection. No fucking way. I mean, they're squatters like you. They finishing your toilet paper. They're probably shooting granny porn, which is all the rage. So yeah, I mean the old people, I mean it all makes sense.
I think it was just a party crasher that he didn't recognise.
I don't know. It sounds to me like he was the one that probably shouldn't have been there.
Guy did come in and say, "I'm with Dave."
If he's a party crasher, I want to know what those parties are, because they sound really funny.
Okay, let's see.
This is my territory, you need to leave, okay? As soon as I said that, he got angry because he knew I wasn't afraid. If you're not afraid of these guys, they can't touch you, okay? Well, they can touch you, but they can't damage you, okay? Next thing you know, I'm back in my body. That's just one case. So you want to stay away from negative and
even if I were to buy into this crap, that would be a failure.
This guy does look like Will Smith. So, I mean,
yes,
popular
yes.
80s guys. I
mean, he has like a trophy.
Stay away from negative entities, you want to stay away from negative demons. Now, there is a way to do this, and this is how you do it, okay? 4 steps.
Oh.
This is what I do, okay? Now, I've been able to do this my entire life. Bear in mind, I'm now 20. I've been doing it for 4 years. I can do it straight away. I can do it now if I want. I can do it 4 times in a day. I've actually done it. I did a period when I did it twice for 2 weeks. 14
Is he talking about masturbation?
times. 14 days in 2 weeks, so that's 28 times in 2 weeks, which is quite a lot for me. Anyway, so the way
you math.
It's also still masturbation, I think.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Math class though.
I'm starting
I could crack that out in a good weekend.
Alright, for the 4 steps, guys, let's get through it.
Okay.
No, I agree with Simon. That's a fucking amateur.
I think it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think it's also important that he should impress upon people that mathematics is one of the things you should keep. Geography out the window, but mathematics, that one.
So you can count, so you can keep track of how many times you masturbated in 2 weeks.
When you're doing the astral projection thing, you're supposed to have a dream journal, not a masturbation journal. Just saying.
you want to lay down in your bed, okay, guys? Lay
As
down.
opposed to.
And you want to imagine getting out of your body and walking around. You want to act it out. You don't want to imagine seeing yourself doing it. You want to imagine actually doing it, okay? Then you want to walk around your room. You want to feel everything, the texture. You want to...
I'm sorry, I have a question. Is he actually an actual question? Is he saying to imagine that you're walking around the room, or walk around the room and imagine?
Try to imagine that you're having an out-of-body experience instead of actually trying to have one.
You want to open a window, you want to feel the carpet between your toes, you want to get a feel for the place. What this is doing is exercising your mental body, which will mold and shape your energy body, okay guys? Now what you want to do, you want to do that, okay? You want to do this for about, depending, if you're just starting, I'd say do this about 2 hours a day, because that's what I was doing. I was doing it around about 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day.
Yeah, no life.
Do. What he was saying there is what you do.
What you don't do. Okay, that was only halfway.
And this stuff, because to me it was real, okay? Because the fact of the matter is, wherever you create inside your mind is, you create a dimension where it actually exists. You can't.
The facts of the matter.
Yes, the fact of the matter is, whenever you have a dream, you're creating an entirely new reality. Yes.
There
Man,
we
that's a
have
crowded
the rule
universe out there.
summed up into one brief sentence.
Yeah. Fuck Yahweh. I dream every night.
Whenever you imagine something, you're actually creating a dimension in which it's real.
Why can't I live in that dimension where I've won the lottery? Shit.
Since you can't imagine nothing that hasn't already existed, it's impossible to imagine nothingness. We don't have the capacity to do that. We can't do that. You can't imagine
Possibility.
this stuff, because to me it was real, okay? Because the fact of the matter is, wherever you create inside your mind is, you create a dimension where it actually exists. You can't.
Hang on. Can that dimension include 8 foot tall, not black people, sorry, shadow people,
No.
Yeah. Homosexual by the sounds of it.
Well, I suppose as long as it doesn't completely contradict the laws of logic by doing things like having eyes and not having eyes simultaneously, you should be fine.
And being made out of mud.
Yeah.
Into non-existence. You can't imagine nothing that hasn't already existed. It's impossible to imagine nothingness. We don't have the capacity to do that. We can't do that. You can't imagine something that doesn't exist.
Sorry, what was that word? Compatibility.
Compatibility. I actually like it.
That's very
I
clever.
have the capacity to sit through and not say.
Not comprehension, compatibility.
Compatibility, capability, and comprehend, I guess.
And also a bit of passion as well.
I think it's trying to say. I think it's trying to say capability, but.
Yeah, capability.
I think we should use this. We should use this word. I like this word.
I like the word.
This word has real resonance with me. It's compassible.
Well, the question is, what really is compassible in this world of ours today? What?
I think like
Phonetically speaking, it depends on your strategery.
Yes, you got it.
No, that pushes it. That's strategery.
It just doesn't make sense. So basically,
that sums it up.
Come out of your body, you pretend you're doing this, okay? Solid. Go downstairs, stare at people, watch your family members. They can't see you, have some fun.
Just want to say how much I like to watch.
Okay, have some fun with this stuff. Now I only get to the point where I only need to do this for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I get to the point now where I don't even have to do this. I can just lay down and go straight to the last technique, which I will be teaching you in a minute.
It's like, have some fun with this. Go and, creep out people by staring at them.
Right? So, he's totally creepy.
Just the first technique. So take a feel around the house, walk around the house. Okay, guys? Second technique, you come back. Okay, you come back, and then you want to remember the last time you noticed yourself falling asleep. Now, a lot of us, I'm sure you can relate, get to the point where we're about to sleep, and then you drop, you feel like you're falling, okay? That's because you're noticing your body falling asleep. But it feels like you're falling, you're not really sure what's going on. Now, I just told you what's going on. Your body's falling asleep, you're still conscious, and your body's falling asleep, and you're shifting out of your body, and it's freaking.
Thank you, fucking enlightener.
Wow. Right there.
So wait a minute. When you get those videos of babies falling asleep and or dogs falling asleep and they're doing that sort of,
and they twitch them back all the
what they're actually doing is jumping dimensions.
Crap out of you. It feels like you're dropping, but you're not. Okay, this is just you sliding slightly out of your body.
Ah, okay.
I have a really weird boner right now.
You always have a really weird boner.
Falling asleep. You want to notice yourself feeling light, okay? So you make the intention to feel that happening, okay? Next, you basically just want to go to sleep. Only you don't make the intention to fall asleep. If you make the intention to fall asleep, you make the intention to be unconscious. You make the intention to notice your body falling asleep, and as you do that, you make the intention to stay conscious while your body falls asleep.
This point, I think, is putting me to sleep.
That's the trick, you see, guys. That's the really cool stuff.
Yeah, but he's confusing lucid dreams with astral projection.
Yes, they almost all of them do that. And in this case, his lucid dreams don't seem very lucid, so I think they're just playing dreams.
Last weekend, I've had at least 2 or 3 lucid dreams, just because I'm a little stressed out and my sleep state is a little whacked out. But like in the middle of my dreams, I remember walking upstairs and being like, "This would make sense if it weren't a dream, but it's a dream." You know what I mean? So like that's lucid dreams. That's just like being aware that you're in a dream state.
Yeah,
it's nothing to do with astral projection.
So whatever images come in your head, just go along with them. Don't create them deliberately. Okay? Very important, very easy, very simple. It's all simple, it's all easy.
Deliberately.
Or in other words, don't actually go to lucid dreaming. Just make sure you remember your dream.
I think that idea of think without thinking seems to be the motto of this entire story so far.
So what you want to do is you want to do that. Okay, now the next part is you'll start, is the effects part, it's part 3. Movements of your bed shaking. Vibrations in your body going extremely high pitched noises in your head like a kettle or a turbo engine of a car. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those programs, when masturbation goes wrong.
Nah. Not your ears, it will feel like your entire head's about to explode. It doesn't matter, don't be scared, you can't go deaf because it's not your ears which the sound is coming from, it's coming from your pineal gland.
Sorry, it's coming from what gland?
Pineal gland.
Oh, wow.
The pineal gland?
Yeah, there you go.
The pineal gland, yeah.
Yeah. There you go there.
Now, what I've learned through the years is these frequencies, the high-pitched noises, the higher it goes, the higher frequency you're going. Whilst this is happening, if you want to get really advanced, if you don't want to end up anywhere, then what you do is you make the intention to go somewhere at that specific time when you're hearing that specific frequency, and then that frequency will tone out, it will change frequency like an elastic band, and then what will happen is you will be calibrated to that frequency, okay?
I'm sorry, he's just gone centrometric bullshit.
Yeah.
So you're calibrated, so you no longer have the capacity to be calibrated.
As a quick note for those of you that are watching, that last noise was the point at which I lost my coffee. I unfortunately had a full mouth of coffee at the time, and then had to go clean the monitor. In any case, I'm going to do one more little clip from the main part of this, and then I'm going to jump to the end, because this actually was initially a 2-hour recording, which granted is available to the patrons. But I try to keep the regular presentations of these down to a dull roar, and I'm already way over what I normally do. So I'm going to do one more little subsection from the pre-recording, and then I'm going to jump to the end when this guy gives out the secret of the true secret of enlightenment.
And I go to the lower realms by accident for whatever reason I'm sent there. If something tries to touch me, I'll light up white. I turn bright white, my eyes turn silver, and they flee the place. They leg it, they just run. Okay, they're all scared of me.
How does he know his eyes turn silver? He doesn't look in the mirror.
Yeah.
I mean, how does he know that? Like,
Anybody want to guess what the true path to enlightenment is?
Porn.
Don't think.
Asphalt.
Aspirin?
And grape.
Oh!
The Smurfs.
No, everyone's wrong. The true path to enlightenment is getting money.
We used to be spiritual people, we used to meditate and do so much stuff. But we could never quite master the matrix side of financial income, okay? Because there's a lot of spiritual masters are broke, okay? But most of us actually now, in this coming time, are actually realizing that there is a certain technique, a certain way to earn money online, where online...
Okay, I found it. Okay, right.
I thought you were
What he's based... Okay,
I
this
really was naively optimistic that you were kidding.
No, I wasn't!
I know exactly what's happening. I know exactly. He's selling mushrooms. Okay, guys, look. What you do
Fabio was right.
Wait a sec. So, what you do, guys, you take these mushrooms and you go on these weird trips, and it's really cool, and give me 50 quid for it, for these mushrooms.
It's not even the mushrooms, he's just selling the woo shit.
Yeah.
He's just he's selling air.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like he's selling drugs. He's just calling it something else. It's almost like drugs is a code
If he was
word.
selling drugs, that would be fun. That would be respectful.
No,
I
no,
would
no.
respect
It's I want to be. It took for you to be more spiritual. Give me money so I can be more spiritual.
Yeah, yeah. If he was selling drugs, I'd respect him, but
That'd
yeah.
be more respectable than this. Hang on. There's more.
If you've done your research, which is the air method of payment, where it comes through the air, it just comes through the air without no physical labor effort at all, and goes straight into your bank account. Okay.
Yeah, you got it in one, Cliff.
I don't know how to do that. If you're not only wanting to know how to travel through different dimensions of space, if you don't only just want to know how to do the things that I'm doing, what I'm teaching you on these videos, on these YouTube segments, then click on the links below and find out how you can generate a 6 to 7 figure income per month, in most cases per week, and turn
It's a pyramid scheme now.
step up your spiritual game, okay? Because I got to a plateau where I was extremely spiritual. I was popping out my body every day, but in order for me to get to certain places of the planet, to do certain things to boost up my spirituality, to cleanse this body, which is the earth element, I'll teach you about elements during these segments, I needed to get money.
Show me the money.